How's it going, everyone? It's Sam. Today we are giving the newest piece of news in the Terra debacle. Now, this is not a good situation, let me be clear. I continue to talk about it though because there's so much psychology that's coming into play in such a short amount of time, and there's so much that we can learn from this moving forward. I'm not doing this because I think Terra is going to get back to all-time highs or anything like that. I actually covered that in a video recently talking about whether Terra could get back to $1. And I'm not covering Terra because I think it's one of the best cryptocurrencies out there to buy. Let me be clear. I don't buy it myself, or I'm not buying it myself right now. I made it very clear that I'm buying really good assets like Bitcoin and like several other discounted stocks right now. But there's just so much going on with Terra. I need to keep you updated, especially because a lot of people lost money as well. And I do have a video that's coming out later today. For all those people that lost a lot of money, that lost everything or a significant amount, I have a video that's specific for you. So hit subscribe so you get that video later today. If you guys don't mind hitting the like button, I appreciate that as well. I do want to thank BlockFi. They give you an interest rate on your crypto if you're outside the US, and they'll give you up to a $250 bonus no matter where you are. So in the US, there's more regulation on that now, but they still are giving you that $250 bonus depending on how much you deposit. I also want to thank Metarix, which I will talk about more towards the end of the video, but they're a really interesting smaller cap crypto. Now, Terra is down a little bit in the last 24 hours. They had this pretty big pump yesterday on some news about a burn wallet, which I actually covered recently. So let me go through the last couple of videos that I posted on Luna because there's a big piece of news that just came out. But just to get this timeline down, I think it's important to go through this. So they talked about this revival plan. They're voting on it now. All of a sudden, Luna's lawyers quit. I was curious why that was. Then we found out right after that Luna lied to us. They had actually dissolved one of their entities right before the crash happened. We were kind of curious why that might be. Then we found out that they had not been paying all their taxes, or Do hadn't, which might be one of the reasons that he's pushing for the revival plan so hard. And then I talked about this new Luna burn as well. So I really think these are the two videos you want to watch. If you haven't watched them already, is now the time to buy Luna. And learning more about this Luna burn after this video, you should check those out. But the newest piece of news is now that the Korean police are seeking to freeze the LFG's assets. So if you remember, we've covered it several times. They actually have a significant amount of assets from Avalanche to UST. They still have a significant amount of that, even at the discount prices. They don't have much Luna. The value of their Luna isn't very much, that is. They still have some Bitcoin and some other assets. So they have around $100 million worth of assets. And for a cryptocurrency that's $1 billion, that's a nice little fund for them to continue their growth. Now, they are trying to get some of these different exchanges that are based in South Korea to freeze their assets so that way they can't actually use them. Now, I think they might be able to get around this even if these exchanges complied, because they might be able just to work out deals where they use their assets and just send them via crypto. I don't know how these exchanges would get a hold of that unless literally they are blocking all transfers as well, not even just to their bank accounts, but just all transfers. And strikes me as odd that they would have all their crypto on these exchanges, but maybe they do. So these companies that they're trying to reach out to are Upbit, BitHome, Coinom, and Corebit, and GoPax. These are exchanges that we don't really use here at all. But 5 exchanges based out of South Korea, and it's going to be interesting because most of the time these exchanges don't comply with the governments. They're not legally required to comply with this, they said. So it'll be interesting. A lot of them don't really want to do this because they don't want to be shown that they're not decentralized or that they are taking sides of the government, because then people withdraw their crypto. So generally they try not to have to do this unless they really legally need to. So I don't know if they will actually take the money away or freeze Luna Foundation Guard's assets. But if they are able to do that, or some of these exchanges comply, it would be really, really bad for Luna because they won't have access to any of their wealth. Now, the government still wants to hear Do speak. There's probably going to be litigation. There's going to be long, drawn-out lawsuits. in probably a lot of different areas because they're getting sued from so many people losing their money. We have no idea what's going to happen in the end of this, but I think it is important to watch. And for everyone that's just piling money in now, I think that's really risky. First of all, it's still a large, massive cryptocurrency in terms of their cap. Their cap is still $1 billion. So I would be very cautious of this. And also, we have no idea what's going to happen. There's going to be fallout from this. There's going to be a lot of people that get sued at Luna and Terra, especially Do Kwon. There's these potential freezes. We don't know what they're going to do moving forward with their plans for the new governance model. However, they're going to hard fork. We don't know how that's going to end up. They're changing their plans and their vesting schedules after some people have already voted, which is not a good thing because you're voting on something, you like the terms, then all of a sudden after you vote, they go and change them on you. It's like if you signed a document and then the company changed the wording in the document after you signed it and said, okay, we're still gonna take it that you signed it because you did sign it, but now we just changed a few things afterwards. So I don't think that's good either. And I hope this is clear. I'll be honest, I had a little bit of a scare. We had a situation here at the house with our dog. So my brain's a little bit everywhere right now, but I did want to bring this to your attention because it seems like investors still want to know whether now is a good time to buy Terra. I still get asked every day if this is a good time to buy Terra, and I don't think it is. But I do want to give you updates because some of this stuff we have no idea what's going to come out of it, but you still want to be updated so that you can form your own opinions. Now, I do want to thank Metarix for a moment because they are a cryptocurrency that is a sponsor of the channel, partner of the channel, and they have some big potential. So I want to talk to you about them just for a moment. Now, I've been pretty clear that I'm really focusing on adding more and more Bitcoin to my investment portfolio. And one thing that a lot of people like to do, and I've done this in the past as well, is try to get altcoins really early on and then be able to ride the pump, ride the 10x, 100x, and use that to buy more Bitcoin, which is why I want to talk to you about Metarix here today because they are a really interesting crypto. They're in pre-sale right now. It ends very soon, just in a few days. And they are partners with Tencent. Tencent brought Fame MMA, which did about a 200x, I believe, Everdome, which did extremely well and is still doing well, and several other cryptos. Now, Metarix is a fully decentralized ecosystem for gaming, NFTs, and the metaverse. They're cross-chain NFT supported. They also have an ecosystem which consists of their layer 2 blockchain that they're working on right now, DEX, an NFT marketplace, launch pads, and a DAO. They're working on a lot of things right now, and specifically their creator just said recently that they're really focusing on the blockchain, their layer 2 solution. Now, they are showing a lot of different cool things on their website here. As you can see, they have the Bitcoin Business City, OpenSea Art and Museum Center, SHIB shopping district. So they're pretty creative with these virtual worlds that they are creating right now. They also have some islands like Ethereum, Binance, and Ada Ape Islands. So what they're doing is pretty cool. They do have their tokenomics broken down here. So Tencent did get 1% of their supply. So they are really interested in making sure that they do well. Now the team does have about 15% with about 5% unlock each month. Now the great thing about this is that the team gets 0% on token generation. So it's not like the team is going to dump off when the token becomes public. And they do get 5% unlock each month after, which means that they don't get a significant amount to just drop on the market like some projects do. It will take them 20 months to get all their tokens out. Now they are working on their layer 2 blockchain. They say that that should be done in Q2, which is coming up here very soon. They also are fully doxed, which is great. I mean, that's something that I always want out of the crypto projects that I'm investing in. Now, their pre-sale ends in 3 days, 18 hours, 33 minutes, and 34 seconds from now. This is on the 27th of May. So if you guys want, there are links to all this underneath the video. They said that the demand was so unprecedented when they started the pre-sale that they had to upgrade their servers, which is a good thing to hear. They are pushing this out to a lot of different people. A lot of different news sites are now covering this. So they are getting this out so that everyone can hear about it now. So again, they are a partner of the channel. If you guys want more links to them, they are underneath the video. I would highly suggest checking them out. But of course, always do your own research. There's always more risk in these kinds of cryptocurrencies than something like Bitcoin, but there's also more reward, especially short term, or more upside potential. So definitely check it out underneath the video. Special thanks to Metarix for sponsoring this. Now let me know your thoughts on all this underneath the video. Thank you so much for watching. You can check out the links underneath the video to BlockFi and Metarix, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.